Good afternoon, ma'am.
A very good afternoon. How are you?
Good, ma'am. How are you?
Very well.
Uh, Good afternoon, ma'am. Myself, Mathur. I'm from Tech News. So, ma'am, can you tell us more about yourself and your journey so far?
Very well, Madhur. A very good afternoon to you. I'm Anisha Soni. I'm a former Miss Universe India 2020 top four, an FBB Colors Femina Miss India winner. I was top three in 2019. Then I went on to win Miss International India in 2021. I've been a former model, having walked the London Fashion Week, Lakme Fashion Week, Bombay Times, Delhi Times, Hyderabad Times. I have attended most international runway and walked and shot campaigns for major national and international designers, including Padma Shri, Mr. Wendell Rodrigues, Nivedita Sabu, Kalki, and many, many more, including Manish Malhotra, Sabyasachi, Anamika Khanna. I've been a former model, having done all international runways, and at present, I'm practicing advocate and the youngest arbitrator in India, working at the Supreme Court and the Delhi High Court.
Very, very interesting journey, ma'am. Ma'am, what inspired you to to choose this career path?
I believe coming from a tier two city, I always was very sure about the fact that I'm not going to keep my dreams boxed into a cage or within the parameter of my tier two city. My mother being an architect and my father being a pilot at a very young age gave me global exposure. And that exposure made me want to put my identified by where I come from.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear. I'm sorry.
Allow me a moment. Just allow me a moment. Is it better now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Perfect. Just give me a minute. I'll just set this up. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
So, I always, when I moved to Bombay to become a very young model, I was just 16 years old. And during my interview, the first question that Lara Datta, who was my mentor, she asked me that, where is Nagpur? And I think that thing pinched me a lot. And that was the day I decided that, you know what, it shouldn't matter where I come from, it should matter where I'm aiming to go. And that is the day I started preparing for my Miss India journey. And I trained with various trainers across the globe. I learned dressing etiquette from London. I learned ramp walk from Philippines. I learned dining etiquette from Venezuela. And I worked very hard for it. And when the time came, destiny had its own way. Lara Datta happened to be on the judging panel of Miss Universe India, and she only mentioned my name out of the top 20 finalists, saying that she is the most deserving winner, the most well spoken and well presented girl. So the same mentor who questioned, where is Nagpur, was the same mentor who applauded, recognized, and also attended my marriage.
Great, ma'am. Great story, ma'am, actually.
Thank you.
Ma'am, you must have faced many challenges in your career as you went from being a model to an advocate. Interesting career path. So, what any challenges that you have faced and you have overcome?
I think one challenge that might sound like a cliche, but I am a first generation model in my entire family, and I am a first generation advocate in my family. Both fields being very paradoxical. And when I ventured in, it is very difficult to make your mark in an industry as big as Bollywood. So I think as a first generation person, having no contacts, knowing nobody, traveling to places I didn't know where they existed on the map, I think that was quite a challenge. Even as an advocate, I worked at the Nagpur High Court, the Bombay High Court with Justice Gawai, and then again here in the Delhi High Court and Supreme Court. My biggest challenge was when I arrived, I didn't know anybody. So having to consolidate your mark brick by brick by brick was very, very difficult. There were a lot of times and too often that I did feel like, I want to give up. I don't know if it will be worth it, but I actually never gave up. And that's how I conquered all of these challenges. I think one secret to success, which is a constant in every story, is that do not give up. It might take you 5 years, it might take you 20 years, but if you don't give up, you will certainly reach where you aim to be.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely agree, ma'am. You have to work towards your goals to get them. Ma'am,
Yes.
I can see many books behind you. So you like to read?
Yes, I love reading in my free time, and I'm sitting in my law office at the moment. So that's why all the trophies and books.
Ma'am, can you suggest any book?
So the one book that I have just finished reading, um, it is called Be Okay to Not Be Liked.
Okay.
So we spend a better part of my life trying to convince people that we are worthy of their love, that we are worthy of their attention. But I think it is more important to be okay with who you are, to love yourself, and it's okay if people don't like you. For example, if I'm talking to you right now, win. My agenda is to explain to you who I am. And if that works, great. If it doesn't work, you still love yourself. Because a lot of times in career, especially as women, because this is a women's award, I would like to mention it, that challenges for women are far more than challenges for men in any industry, personal life, or professionally. So, as women, it is very important for us to stop being people pleasers and be okay for who you are. So, if you can get your hands on that book, please do give it a read.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Ma'am, as we come to the end of the interview, would you like to say something?
I would like to conclude, and you're a very young and beautiful girl, by this
Thank you.
thought that I have stuck to for the better part of my life. And the quote says, keep your eyes on the sky and your feet on the ground. It doesn't matter if you come from a village, if you come from Nagpur, or if you're born and brought up in Delhi. Have your dreams set to a point that nothing should limit your dreams. While also staying very, very humble, stay true to your roots, remember where you came from, remember the values your parents gave you, and remember your parents' struggle most of all. So, on a parting note, as a former Miss Universe India 2020, I will only say one thing, that keep your eyes on the sky and your feet on the ground.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time. And love
Thank you
talking
so
to you,
much,
ma'am.
Madhu. Absolutely
Uh,
delighted. Have a very good day.